Hi everyone, this is Praveen Dure from DICE University, and in today's video we are going to take a look at the introduction of Airpush Push Traffic Network tutorial. Let's go! Welcome to today's video on the introduction of Airpush Push Traffic Network tutorial. So basically in this video we are going to talk about Airpush. Compared to the other push traffic network, you might not have heard the name Airpush. As an individual affiliate or an individual media buyer, Airpush is not that famous when it comes to that particular category of individuals. But when you talk about big companies, when you talk about big media buying companies, and then Airpush is something that they would definitely know. Let me tell you why. Compare from all other networks that we have actually talked about, the Airpush was one of the earliest network to begin. It was actually founded in the year 2010 by mobile advertising veterans. So the company approximately have employees and office. They have somewhere around 300 employees and office in both US, Los Angeles, as well as Bangalore, India. So these are their major regional market, and they also are constantly chasing after the big regional market and expanding there as well. So that is why I actually tell you that Airpush has been there for quite some time. And you know this industry, this push traffic industry, or let's just make it as a general media buying industry. In this industry, to sustain in this industry itself is actually something which is very hard. So if a company is sustaining for 10 years, a decade within this industry, that is something which is already so big. And Airpush is so famous that they actually ranked number 2 in the 2014 Forbes list of the most promising companies, and also they are the winner of the top Innovator in Advertising Data Award at the 2014 DataWeek Conference. So that is how huge they are. But as an individual affiliate, I would know that, hey, what are you talking about Airpush? I've never heard about Airpush. But if you're a big media buying company, then definitely you would know more about Airpush. So that being said, as an individual affiliate marketer, can you actually use the Airpush? Yes, you can definitely go ahead and use the Airpush, because in the Airpush there's also another point that you have to keep in mind, that in Airpush people actually earn the highest eCPM in the industry and get paid weekly. One of the highest paying company is Airpush. So let's just see the website of Airpush and we judge what Airpush has to say about themselves. So they are actually telling they are the future of mobile advertising industry. Like I told you, Airpush is a company which was developed by mobile veterans, so they are much more concentrated on mobile advertising. So over here, Airpush provide the most advanced targeting and optimization technology on the market. So when you go down, billions of impression across 12 ad formats from single interface, and now that is crazy. So they got all these format within their interface. That's a huge amount of formats, right? Like even Propeller, as my favorite, they have like 3, and then they have 4, then most of the companies has 5 or 6, but these people, they have 12 ad format. And one of the ad formats are push notification, video, overlay, rich media, landing page, in-app banners, and abstract banners. So when you go down, these are their customers: Coca-Cola, Table Card, Says, LG, Mazda, Toyota, Amazon, Groupon, Best Buy, Warner Bros. Studios, 7-Eleven. So you can see their customers are actually huge, huge companies. And that's why I say, as an individual, you might not know Airpush, but as a big companies, they do know Airpush, and Airpush is crazily huge in the industry. So if you are an individual and you want to use Airpush, definitely that would be high benefits for you as well. So the next one is unmatched performance. Airpush platform leverage key, blah blah blah, all looks nice. Campaign dashboards, we're going to see this one later on. Programmatic buying, okay. Advertising resources, so they do have resources like all the traffic source. So this is actually their office. They are in Denver, United States. So this is their phone number, and they do have a support email as well. They have a Facebook and a LinkedIn as well. So basically this is their homepage. I personally like their homepage a lot. It's so professional, especially with these names around. When you look at their names and you know these are the customers of Airpush, Coca-Cola, Toyota, Groupon, Mazda, Amazon.com, then you know that this company is a huge, crazy company. So let's go ahead and see how the interface of the dashboard of Airpush looks like. So to do this, you have to log in. All you got to do is just sign up and log in. So once you have actually logged in, this is the interface of Airpush. As you can see, this is actually a new version of the Airpush, the new dashboard, because I don't know, I have never used Airpush before, but they actually say this. Let us know what you think of the new dashboard. So pretty much they're actually the new dashboard, right? When I click on that, it actually led me to a page where you can actually go ahead and give some testimony. We don't want to do that. So it's still in the beta version, as you can see over here, still the beta version. So it's pretty straightforward. So name is here, ID is here. You can go ahead and add fund. So if you add fund, there's only two ways that you can actually add fund in the Airpush. One is credit card or debit card, another one is PayPal. So the minimum amount is $50, $100. So the minimum amount is $50. So everything looks pretty straightforward and pretty direct. Like there's no instruction or anything. It's like pretty direct, because like I told you, mostly the companies are the ones who actually use Airpush. So for them, they need stuff which is pretty straightforward. But without instruction, I think beginners will have a little bit problems navigating via this Airpush dashboard. So over here is the billing history. If you have any billing history, you will be in the finance sector over here. So you can actually go to the report section. We don't have any analytics because we never run any campaign yet. But when they have a report section over here, it also means that they do have their own in-house tracker, which is a good thing. All these kind of networks, usually they have their own in-house tracking system, and some of them do have, as well as they do recommend other external tracking softwares. For example, Propeller Ads recommend volume and all this kind of stuff, so stuffs like that. So we don't have analytics, so it's pretty simple. Only three things over here. What is the campaign, reports, and finance? So let's go to the campaign which we want to do. So let's go ahead and start creating a campaign. So the best part about this is the campaign summaries is over here. So whatever you do here would be reflected over here. The thing is, you can't actually go over here or over here without choosing the first step. So it's like a step by, even though it's like pretty straightforward, it's actually a step-by-step thing. So you have to do like one, which is pretty great. But I think beginners without instruction is a little bit hard. I don't think they have instruction over here. Actually, oh, there's a question mark over here, but you can't actually click on the question mark. I think they still need to do a little bit update over here. So what are you promoting? We are promoting application. So you need to enter a offer URL over here in order for you to actually get past this particular section. So for the purpose of this video, I'm actually adding a ClickBank offer. This is a random ClickBank offer. So I'm just going to press validate. And then you can actually go ahead to the next step. Without doing that, you cannot go to the next step. So it's pretty much very strict and very step by step. So the next thing is, what is your campaign goal? Is it reach? Is it traffic? Is it awareness? So we want traffic. and then set up a campaign name and schedule. So it's a test campaign, run campaign continuously. So we don't want to set a specific schedule, but you can set a specific schedule if you want to, a custom schedule over here, what days they actually run, only weekdays or weekends or all the days and all this kind of stuff. But we want our campaign to run continuously. So when you go down further, this is the second step done. Third step is, what is your ad format? Do you want a full screen video ad, an in-app banner with most popular sizes, ads, native push, and we want native push. So once we actually press native push, the whole thing actually changed over here. But if you can see, if you, for example, yes, if you press the other things, it has different type of how you can actually present your creatives, which makes sense a lot. So we are going to do a native push. So our ad is going to be a test ad. So allow ad type only push ads. So creative, it's going to be text, banner. You can either choose you want text alone, or you can choose one banner alone, or you can actually choose text and banner, which is pretty nice. So the next one is actually the icon. I really hope that we can add any image over here. It's not like very strict like what we did was very strict previously. Hilltop ads, which was really strict. So I hope it's not like that. So let's just go ahead. Oh, you can add. I just added my picture over here. Cute, right? So yeah, just joking. So this would be the icon. The icon would be here. So the big picture, just gonna add my picture as well. So the big picture is not added. So you can't add the picture because the maximum size is only 100 kilobytes. So you can't go more than that. So I think I can actually get a nice picture over here. Let's see. I can't get any picture. Let me just compress a picture of mine and add it. Just hold on a minute. So yeah, I've already set up the picture over here. So this is how the picture will look like. I just did a sample picture of myself. So over here is the icon, and this is how the picture looks like. So pretty much you have to use a thing. Pretty much you have to resize the whole thing. They automatically resize. They don't have a feature like propeller ads, for example, to resize within the software itself. So they automatically resize the whole thing. So pretty much you need to use a different software to resize, and I do recommend you using Canva to do all the resizing. So Canva is actually a designing app created for especially people with no any designing background to go ahead and create picture. So in Canva, you can actually just go ahead, press create design, custom design, and you can choose the custom size, and you can resize everything pretty much very easily without the use of Photoshop, which makes your life much more easier. So definitely go ahead and use Canva. If you can resize other ways, go ahead and resize other ways, but make sure you resize. If not, because they don't do the resizing within the software, so it's automatically resized. As you can see over here, my picture, I can't see my eyes, I can't see my face, I can only see my beard and my mouth and my clothes. So pretty much they resize themselves, but this is how it will look like. So it's pretty much nice. So title is okay, test, description, test 1 2 3 4 5. So basically this is how your ad will look like. So it's not bad. They do have a preview of the ad itself. So it's pretty much very nice. So you can actually go ahead and press save ad, and you can actually add more creative. So let's just make it, oh, you can't. I can't see how many ads you can actually create, but it's okay. You can actually add more creatives, which is great. That means you're not only limited to one creatives. You can go ahead and add more creatives. So once you have done that, now it's time for targeting, especially on location. So you can actually target a specific country. For example, I want to target Malaysia. Let's say Malaysia. Is that Malaysia? Wow. There's even states, which is pretty much very specific, and that's what they told earlier in the website itself, that they are very good when it comes to specific targeting and optimization. They told that in the website itself. I think they was just bragging about themselves, but actually it's pretty good. You know, this is like the first ever push traffic software that I've seen that they actually go ahead into the specification of country and go within the state states itself. So it's pretty much, this is one of the highlights. So you can actually click the states that you want to. I think, yeah, you can actually click the states that you want to. Let's just leave it Malaysia right now, and you can go advanced settings. So you can also target devices, smartphone, tablets, internet access, carriers. Also you can go into specific carriers, so you can go, wow, this is nice. So you can, once you have actually choose Malaysia itself, you can actually go ahead and see the carriers within Malaysia itself. So there's no need for you to actually go ahead and Google about the carrier or anything. It's pretty much, they have actually listed the popular carriers in Malaysia. So these are the most popular carriers in Malaysia. So yeah, and then let's see the satellite provider. Okay, the satellite providers is just others. So pretty much nice over here. When it comes to targeting, they're actually very good. So I think one of their plus point would be their targeting, definitely. And that's why I think a lot of big companies actually admire them a lot, especially Coca-Cola, Amazon.com and all this kind of stuff. It's because of their targeting. Imagine for an individual affiliate, they can do this. Imagine how much targeting they can actually go for a big company, which makes sense, right? So the last part would be the configure budget. So budget is CPC, so we want to do 0.01. So the daily budget would be $10. So when you do $10, so minimum is actually $10. So minimum is 0.1. 0.01 is actually very good for Malaysia already. So when you do this, you can actually see in your campaign summary, everything is already reflected automatically. So at name test, location Malaysia, budget is daily budget $10, and bid amount is $0.01. So you can actually save and launch from here or save and launch from here. So when you hit the save and launch, what will happen is just the usual with all other traffic sources as well. It will actually take some time to review the ad. If the ad complies with all their terms and conditions, all their rules and everything, they will make your ad go live. Usually it will take less than 24 hours, sometimes even less than 2 hours. So basically this is about it within the Airpush traffic network dashboard. So it's actually pretty straightforward dashboard, but there's a lot of huge things inside, especially with the targeting. Personally, I like the targeting a lot. So as you can see over here, it's actually a very good type of push traffic network, especially if you are concentrating much more on the targeting sector as well as the optimization sector. So they did not just bullshit, they actually told the correct thing about their company, which I'm actually pretty impressed. So that's about it in today's video. I think I've covered a lot in today's video. I really hope that today's video was beneficial for you and you could actually use the information from today's video to make an ad push campaign. Definitely don't worry just because you're an individual affiliate marketer. Don't be scared to use the Airpush traffic network. Definitely, even though they cater for big brands, they do cater for individual affiliate marketers as well. So definitely go ahead and use them. Don't be afraid. That's about it, everybody. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will be seeing you in the next video. But before I go,
allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.